There's a call to action with the Fees Must Fall movement this year and both last year, and I do believe that even higher education and all education is a basic human right, not a privilege. Varsity fees are exceptionally expensive, and I do believe it has unfortunately become a very elitist section of society, unfortunately, and I do not believe that's correct. So we're here in Delta Park in Johannesburg. It is an incredibly beautiful park. It is kind of a hidden gem amongst a lot of people who don't know about it. So today was our first training hike, and we did just under 10 kilometers. Historically, walks are very symbolic. So our plan is to walk the 1,000 kilometers from Wits Great Hall up to Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in Port Elizabeth. We're raising funds specifically for and bursaries for tertiary education in terms of TVETs, Technikon colleges, universities like Wits, UCTs, all around the country and the nation. We're basically trying to make sure anyone who has the potential and the opportunity to make sure that opportunity becomes realizable.
It's easy for us to shut down universities, but then at the same time we have to be proactive and do something. And us taking this 1,000 kilometer walk is us saying yes, education for all, and it should be free, and we're also working and being proactive in getting that free education.
We're going at about 1,000 Rand a kilometer, so trying to raise about R1 million cash, then create as much awareness in the sense of trying to get various other corporates and businesses involved in pledges. So basically trying to mobilize the private sector. So we'll be walking about 40 kilometers a day every day. So that gives us about 25 days of walking and about 5 days of rest over 30 days. So we might have to split into relays if necessary. We'll see what is humanly possible. We are at the end of the day only a couple of students. We are not professional athletes or hikers. I'm very proud. We are backed by Study Trust, an NGO that manages a number of bursaries and scholarships pledged by various corporates in South Africa, for example, Investec, F&B, etc., etc. So what we'll be doing is trying to create more bursaries that Study Trust will manage to allow more students to go to varsity in the immediately following years.
Through this walk, we will tell them about Study Trust and the opportunities that Study Trust can afford them.
For me personally, I feel like it's saying thank you to Study Trust, and it's also saying, you know what, I actually know how it feels to actually not have funding, to actually struggle for funding.
Basically, it's us giving back as students, you know. For all of us standing here, it wouldn't be possible for us to be here without funding, without having a table, without having an exam pad, having toiletries, just to be a functioning university student and performing optimally. And it's also about raising awareness that, I mean, it's never too late, or you are worthy to come to university. Just have the marks and it's possible. So
we'll also be along the way communicating and contacting with schools, just trying to create awareness. A lot of people aren't aware that tertiary education funding does exist, and they simply finish matric with incredible potential, but they do not take it any further. And I think it's so symbolic in walking from Wits University as a student there to Nelson Mandela Metropolitan University in Port Elizabeth. I think that makes an incredibly powerful statement of saying, as a nation, we need to be aware and we need to mobilize ourselves and actually address the issue of education in South Africa. I definitely hope to raise as many funds as possible. I hope to exceed the R1 million mark by far. And we're hoping to see many other individuals all across South Africa come forth with different ideas and different responses.
Look, if we can all get up and say corporates come out, universities come out, academia come out.
So yes, if you want to get involved, which I would greatly appreciate and encourage, you can donate directly to Study Trust. You can also donate directly to our project. You can also just, for example, start conversations around the water cooler, around what we could possibly do to address the current situation of education in South Africa.
Do you think you're going to make 1,000?
We definitely.
already, it's done. We're just waiting for the date to start.
That's gonna be fun, man.
If it was up to me, I'd say 10,000 kilometers. But hey.